Oh,
hold up. Our next special guest. Hold up. I gotta flip some things around. We live, brother. So I see you in here. Let me just double check, man. Okay, he's connecting to audio right now. So as he connects to audio, man, let me give an introduction to my brother here. I call him another CHH OG in the game. Been doing it for a minute. Christ-centric recording artist. He's released tracks with Lamp Mode, The Collective, Stephen the Levite, Timothy Brindle. Just released an album, Irons in the Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Zae Da Blacksmith is in the building. Hand claps. Brother, you here, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. That's what's up, brother.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Where the video at, bro?
I'm gonna spotlight your video, Gil. Hold up. I don't know how to spotlight. Let me see if I think this is the one. All right, cool. So now, Gil, you're gonna stay on, and that's cool. Oh, nope, Gil, I took you off.
Well, thank you.
All right, Gil, chop it up for a second while I troubleshoot real quick. Hold on real quick.
What's good, Zay?
What's good, my brother? Gil, it's been a minute, man.
¿Cómo está la cosa?
Aquí tranquilo, ya tú sabes, you know? Todo bien, gracias a Dios.
I love it.
Up, yeah, man.
Yo, man.
Hold on a second. Oh, you know, because I just gave you my Caribbean vibe, right? Because, you know, that's your... But I could flip it on you, you know what I mean? I'm from El Salvador, you know, so, you know, I could give you the Indio, too. You know, I don't know if you want that, though.
I love it, brother. I love it, man.
What up?
So, Zay, I'm trying to get like an image of you, man, because I kind of messed up the whole feed real quick, but that's okay. We still hear you. We're still rocking. We live. It's all good, man.
No doubt.
Me and Gil just like to keep it rolling anyway, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. Brother, man, it's an honor to have you on, bro, with us today, man.
It's an honor to be here with y'all,
man. Real talk, bro. Like, I seen the project go out. I seen the music video that you dropped a while back. And I was like, oh, that's dope. Zeta's still doing his thing. And then it kind of went silent for a little bit. And then you came out of nowhere. Boom, Irons in the Fire just drops, man. And man, I'm excited about that, bro.
Yeah.
And I had to reach out to you. I had to call you up, man. And so I listened to the project, man. I love that you're staying true to your sound. I love that you're staying true to what you were, where you came from. You know what I mean? As far as the sound, like hip hop and all that, like, is that something that, are you ever going to think of switching up like in the future as an artist? Like, do you want to like change up your style, or are you going to embrace fully the boom bap, the raw, rugged, like just the raw hip hop that you came from?
I don't know, man. That's tough to say because I feel like, I mean, if I ever get to a point where I want to do something else, I'm gonna do it. But you know, so I feel like that. But I don't right now. I don't have any inclination. I don't have any leanings toward that at all. If anything, I'm becoming more laser sharp, defined as far as like I'm just becoming more clear on what I like, what I want to do, and what I'm about. So for the near future, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I see, if anything, it's just getting more rugged, more grimy, more, you know what I mean, more of that flavor. But who knows, man? I may do some.
You might throw some auto-tune on and do some singing, or
yeah. Listen, if
I might carry some notes, man, or what's going on, man?
Yeah, if I'm going to sing, I'm gonna need auto-tune because I can't do that for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all don't want me singing, man. I'm telling you, I gotta work.
Once you start adding the.
Go ahead, Gil.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, once you start adding all the special effects, you're gonna change the name to Zae Da Blacksmith.
Zae Da Blacksmith.
Oh man, I need the boom. And I'm slacking. My bad. Hand claps will work. We'll throw the hand claps in there.
That'll work.
Yo, but there was some things that you were hinting at as I was listening. There was a common underlying theme throughout the album, and it was very much, I'm true to me. This is what I'm doing. I'm not changing for nobody. Am I right about that?
Yo, it felt like a straight up mixtape from back in the day that you bought from Pancho in his trunk. It was dope.
It was fire. Dope. But it was like this underlying, like yo, I'm embracing what I am. I'm embracing what I do. How do you, explain to me how you're maturing as a rapper. Like, how does that feel to you? Do you sometimes think to yourself like, man, am I holding on to childish things? Or are you like came to peace with the fact that this is a calling, this is what you consider a ministry, this is what I'm going to do for the Lord?
You know what, man? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because all I know is this. I know that, there's always been all sorts of wrestles when it comes to like doing music. There is a sense of a responsibility and of a calling. I don't know about using the word calling for it. I'm not mad at it. I ain't against it or whatever. I just don't know if I would,
hey, be open, bro. Like what why not? Why wouldn't you use the word calling? What's the problem with calling it that?
I don't know, man. I just
it doesn't sit. Does it not sit well with you for some reason?
I feel like I think I'm more. Maybe it's just because I'm just more used to hearing the word calling referred to formal ministry, and I'm not saying music can't be that, because it is. And I've been ministered to music by a lot of these cats. We can go down the list, and you'll probably be like, yeah, that dude and that. I mean, I've been ministered. The Lord uses hip hop. I'm with it. It's fine. I believe it's ministry in that sense. So I do believe that. But the word calling, I think I'm just more used to typically reserving that for like the pastorate and more ecclesiastical ministry. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I ain't mad at it. That's the reason why calling is cool.
I would say the latter. Like, I would say that it is in a sense, because callings, just like you would say, if you were called to do this, like a pastoral stuff like that, not everybody's called to do that. Just like not everybody's called to rap, and not everybody's called to sing, not everybody's called to even play a guitar. If it was, then everybody would do it. You know what I mean? It's a special relationship that person has that is not common. So when a person has that unique gift that is not common and uses it to serve the Lord, like pastoralship, like those more I would say publicly serious, you know what I mean? Testimonies and ministries of that nature, you know what I mean? But for musicians, I feel like it's just as unique as a pastor's gift, you know what I mean? So that's why I've always seen it that way. Because now, I mean, how many people that says, yo, I rap, and then you hear them and you're like, you really don't, bro.
Yep.
Yo, but I could. But now. But nah, man. And same for singing, same for all music talents. They're like, yo, man, I've been playing the guitar for like 15 years, and you hear it, and you're like, what?
Hey, yo, though, I was called to sing, though. You know what I mean? Sunday worship, I'm called to sing.
That's true. That's real talk.
That don't mean I'm good at it, though. That don't mean I want to do it, though.
But hey, you got to do it. That's fire.
But I feel you. Though. I ain't mad at it, man. I feel like, I just think that I do feel that there is this, for me, people can say like I've heard MCs say like, yeah, I feel like I was called to this, and that's dope, and I can respect that. I can roll with that because I have experienced. I'll tell you what, specifically, the closest thing that I've experienced to feeling called to rhyme is when it comes to making Spanish music. Because and the way I describe it is this: I have felt a burden in my heart. Like I've felt like God is like nudging me, like, bruh, get on the mic and do this thing. Bueno, no. Like God has been like, hijo, agarre ese micrófono y póngase a rapear. You know what I mean? Like, I felt that almost like this, like, dang, Lord, you want me to do that, and so I that's just an internal thing. That's stuff that gauge, and only it's an experiential thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I have felt that more so. I feel that way with Spanish stuff, which is ironic because if that's the case, I'm the most disobedient dude to callings because I ain't really done a whole lot of stuff in Spanish, but but I have felt a little bit of that as far as like the Spanish goes. I just feel like this though. I feel like rhyming has just always been a part of my life, man. I mean, it's just always been a part of my life, and I just always done it. And at different times, it's been more a part of my life than others. And I hate that I hate that I was more hungry when I was in the world than since I've been walking with the Lord, you know?
Yeah.
I do hate that,
but you got other responsibilities, like, brother, now, you know what I mean? So like in the world, it's easy to just set aside those responsibilities and be laser focused on one thing and neglect everything else. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you, to be fair to yourself, is that back in those times, you know what I mean? You were able to be laser focused on yourself and your own desires, where your life is not in the same position anymore. So I wouldn't put it so much that, you know, back in those days, I went way harder, because I think if you had the same situation you're in right now with your family, your kids, back then, it would be the same.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because I think also one of the things that drove the hunger in the past was a lot of idolatry, and just like music was an idol for me. Wow. And it was like it was a thing that it was a place where I found self-worth and where I found like validation. And so it was in some ways it was a very selfish thing. It was for vainglory. And there was a lot, I was driven a lot by that too, you know. So coming to Christ, I didn't need hip hop to validate me. I didn't need hip hop to like affirm my identity and make me feel, you know, that I was, you know, something, right? And so some of that drive went away. Now I think, you know, what's replaced it is like, yo, man, God gave you this thing that you can use for him and for his purposes. And so use that. And I think that's a good place to be driven from.
Yeah.
I want to be driven from that place. At times I am. I'm not always driven by that. And even when I make music, that's not always the main factor of what's driving me to make music. And, and I think that that's okay, though.
Yes, I was going to say, it's kind of dope because it allows us to see perspectives.
But I'm going to do my own thing without you.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it allows us to see different perspectives of your personality and your character. Like people who are investing in you, a lot of people like are from afar, you know what I mean? Like, and just hear your music and are blessed by your music. But you like hinting at certain personal parts and certain parts of your character and character flaws. Like in this track, in this album, I heard a lot about your upbringing, a lot about your past, a lot about your motive. You were really spilling like a lot of information about your motive. A lot of it like really gave me insight on what's driving you musically.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
And at the same time, you were still like pointing to God, pointing to Christ, like not holding back at all. So you were like had a lot more transparency, but then at the same time, putting your standards out there, not only theologically, like for the sake of the glory of God, but also musically. Because I don't know if are you catching on it, Zae? Like, did you do that on purpose, or because there's a lot of tracks where I'm hearing like, I'm boom bap, I'm gonna keep doing this, what? And then it'll be like, okay, that wasn't the main theme, but you had a track where you had a little bar where you were like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna do this for the sake of art. You know what I mean? Like little boom boom. You know what I mean? Did you notice that, or am I totally just reading it wrong?
No, I feel you. I
feel like doing little jabs in there, like, bang, what's up? Like, I'm here. I'm old school. I'm embracing it.
Yeah, that's there, and I think, you know, look, man.
Almost like you're trying to say, I'm the king of reform boom bap. Is that?
Well, yeah. I'm the king of reform.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. No. Here's the hand clap. I'm trying. I'm tippy-toeing around it. I'm like, hold on.
Well,
yeah, pretty much. I'm the king. No.
You heard that, Lambo? No. Go ahead, brother.
Shots fired.
I love it.
That's cool.
I think what it is.
See, Ronald Velt says what's up. He wants us to make sure that we say that we tell you he said what's up.
Bruh, listen, that dude is my man's in him, yo. He's a diehard, man. Shout out to him.
Oh, look at that, man. That's
dude,
fire.
Man. Yeah, for real. Love that dude,
cool,
man.
Love
you, my man. That's my brother, yo. That dude, I could feel his support, man. So
super dope.
That's what's up.
But not this, like I think what it is just look, man. A lot of what you know, me making this project was just being honest and kicking where I'm coming from, and so that is gonna come out because, you know, I'm an OG man who comes from a different era and stuff around me has changed. I ain't mad at the change because the music that I came up listening to wasn't the same music, wasn't even the same hip hop that was being made in the 80s or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even like that stuff. I'm not even I don't even like that stuff. So,
right.
But so it's cool. I just look at it like, man, like embrace what's for you, dig what's for you, what ain't for you, relax. Don't be hating. Just leave it for the people for whom it's for, right?
I love it, bro.
But at the same time, this is my celebration of the stuff that I love. This is just me, you know, just lifting that up and being like, yo, this is what I'm rowdy about. If you rowdy with me, let's get rowdy. If not, this ain't for you, you know, and that's okay.
I love it. If you wanted somebody, like one thing for people to take away from this entire album, could you give us that? Like, what would it be?
Nah, because you got to get out of it what you get out of it. You know what I mean? I wrote it. I you know, that's for you to do, man. Like,
fire.
You know, you like I said in my rhymes what I said. If I didn't convey what I wanted to convey clear enough, then that's my problem. You know what I mean? And
dope.
I mean, yeah, I just look at it like, yo, art should kind of speak for itself. Now, I do think there's a lot of like little nooks and crannies about this project where there's like deeper meaning and stuff that people may not get unless they have a sit down with me and I'll break it down to them and all that. And there is that type of stuff in there. And as a matter of fact, I'm making a commentary version, by the way, that's coming out. It's probably coming out in about a month and a half, where I'm gonna, you know, actually talk about the stuff that, you know, this is basically like the modern day liner notes. You know what I mean? Where I give people because I was that dude who I grabbed the tape and the first thing I do when I come out the store is I crack open the tape and read the liner notes. I want to know who produced what track. If there was lyrics, I want to read them all. I want to know where it was recorded. I want to see the pictures in it, all of that, right? So I'm gonna give the listeners like the modern day liner notes in the form of an audio commentary where I'm gonna talk about track by track, all the like the little extra stuff that I'm like, if you didn't catch this from the lyrics, let me just throw this your way, you know? So, but now, man, I feel like art, man, just let people enjoy it and let people get out of it what they get out of it. It may not even be what I intended for them to enjoy the most, but if that's what they enjoy the most, do you, fam? You know?
Facts. I know. I love it, bro.
My top two, Unga Bunga.
Yeah.
and Brown Sugar, bro. Them two tracks.
Brown Sugar is fire.
Brown Sugar.
Oh my goodness,
what?
bro.
What?
Brown Sugar is fire. I love the storytelling. I love all of it, dude. The complexity of it. Like,
if I could like sum up your whole album with one word, it would be nostalgia. Because you took me back, bro.
For
like,
real.
To movies, to you know, to old school boom bap rap that is still alive and is still
right.
dope.
Even the transitions with the skits was fire. Like all that stuff.
Like, yo, it just brought me back. That's what I'm saying. It was like I got a mixtape out of Pancho's trunk that he was like, yo,
right.
Papa, you gotta listen to this new mix, bro.
It gets you excited to want to like buy something tangible, right? Like it gives you that taste, like. Man,
like he said, I'm looking for the cassette tape so I can open it up and read the lyrics.
Facts.
I'm dying to make cassettes and vinyls out of this. So
wow,
bad,
that would be sick.
Special edition, bro.
Yeah, we'll
special edition. That'll be fire, man. And you have people out there that will purchase that straight up.
So.
People will jump all over that and be like, yo, I'm supporting my brother. Like, of course I'm gonna get that.
There's few DJs that come on this show that would appreciate that too.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I hope so, man. Let me know.
Shout out to Mike.
The vinyls,
yeah, real talk, bro. Keep us in the loop, man. Like, definitely keep us updated, and you're more than welcome to use the platform whenever, brother. Like, you got us over here, and we're fans of we're learning through the show to become fans of the genre, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like this is, you know, so we appreciate it, man. So listen,
back to Zion, that one. Oh,
back in Babylon.
Yo, that track also was crazy.
Yeah, that joint is crazy, man. It's so weird. Like when I talk to people about the project, they'll be like, yo, this song. I'm like, yo, that's one of my favorite joints. And then they bring up another. I'm like, yo, that's one of my favorite joints.
That's when you know you married to every song, bro. That's how you know.
Super dope,
Pretty
man.
much, yeah.
So, all right, brother, we're about to jump into the featured music video. This is Go Do off the album Irons in the Fire. Brother, do you want to just give them a little bit backstory about the music video we're about to share, and maybe let them know where they can cop your album?
Yo, cop the album anywhere you get your music. You know, iTunes. It's on Bandcamp. Stream it. I don't care, man. Do what you want. You know, holla at Pancho. He got you.
Dope. Hey, yo.
Pancho in the trunk, bro. He got your mixtape.
Brother, it's an honor, bro. And I'm looking forward to building with you behind the scenes, man. I'll definitely be hitting you up this week, man.